That was a mesmerizing musical piece indeed. Can we have a bigger round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Good evening to all the Reverend Fathers, our esteemed chief guest for today's function, Mr. Mavino Antonio da Costa, parents, invitees, music teachers, and our talented students of Crescendo Music School gathered here this evening. I extend greetings and a warm welcome to each of you to the annual concert of Crescendo Community for Music, Growing into Music, as it celebrates 7 glorious years of imparting musical skills to budding youngsters, lovers of music. Well, ladies and gentlemen, music has inspired humans for generations. In fact, several research studies reveal that music is an excellent way to unite people and create a sense of social connect. The Crescendo Community Center for Music is celebrating its 7th anniversary. The seeds sown by none other than Reverend Father Ramiro Lewis is reaping great fruit. The success of the 7 glorious years has been possible due to the tireless effort, commitment of the entire team here. And now, as we are all set to take a beautiful musical voyage by the artists of Crescendo, led by the ace music teachers, let's get set to be mesmerized. Ladies and gentlemen, prayer works wonders when it springs from the heart. It is said, when you pray, God listens. When you listen, God talks. And when you believe, God works. We begin this musical concert by invoking God's blessings upon us. Our students are set to perform a beautiful musical piece titled Our God, written by Chris Tomlin. The song lyrics of this very beautiful song says, "There is no one like you, Lord, none like you." It is a powerful reminder to each of us that God is always here for us, lifting us up through our trials and challenges of life. Thank you, dear students and Sir Gary, for that prayerful, soulful performance that lifted our spirits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, chasing a musical dream and leading the Crescendo Community Center for Music from the forefront with commitment, dedication, passion for music is none other than our beloved Reverend Father Ramiro Lewis, the director of Crescendo Music School. I now invite Reverend Father Ramiro Lewis to welcome the gathering.
Dear fathers, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, music enthusiasts, and my very dear friend, Marvin. A very warm welcome to all of you for the annual music concert of Crescendo. This evening, we gather here to celebrate the growing talents and achievements of our budding musicians who have poured their hearts and soul into the art of music. It is an honor to have each and every one of you here joining us for this musical evening. Crescendo Community Center for Music, our beloved music school, has been nurturing and guiding aspiring musicians for 7 years. We believe that music has the power to transcend boundaries, touch hearts, and bring people together. It is a language that knows no barriers, a universal expression of emotions and aspirations. Today, we witness the manifestation of countless hours of dedication, practice, and unwavering passion. On this stage here, you will witness a kaleidoscopic view of melodies, harmonies, and rhythms presented by our talented lot. From classical symphonies to contemporary beats, from soul-stirring ballads to foot-tapping tunes, our performers will take you on an astonishing musical journey. Each piece has been carefully chosen and practiced, reflecting the diverse range of musical genres and styles that our Center for Music embraces. But this evening is not just about showcasing our students' remarkable talents. It is also a testament to the unwavering support and encouragement provided by our dedicated team of instructors. I have a strong team of dedicated musicians, professionals, who have not only reached the heights of musical achievements and they teach here, but they also unceasingly learn. Our team, Velerio, Gary, Sigmund, Gail, Janice, Nolvert, Stalin, and our animator, Ebony, they all are an enriching resource. They have been instrumental in shaping and nurturing these young musicians, helping them grow and reach their full potential. We express our deepest gratitude to our instructors for their guidance, patience, and passion for music. I would like to extend our gratitude to parents, families, and friends who have been unwavering pillars of support throughout this journey. Dear parents of these lovely students, your belief in the power of music and your constant encouragement have played and will play a vital role in bringing us to this moment and to many such beautiful moments. So thank you, dear parents of the Crescendo team of students. A warm welcome to our benefactors. Our dear benefactors, your help in the way of finances to many of our needy students will go a long way of our satisfaction index of life. Welcome to the fruit of your sacrificial generosity. Finally, I invite you all to immerse yourselves in the captivating melodies and rhythms that will unfold on this stage. Allow the music to transport you to another world, to evoke emotions and to connect with the artists and fellow audience members on a profound level. We celebrate the transformative power of music and the indomitable spirit of creativity. I stand here in the name of our priests community here at St. Xavier's College campus, who completely give in their best support for this venture. Once again, on behalf of Crescendo and all those involved in making this concert a reality, I extend our warmest welcome to each and every one of you. Let us embrace this evening with open hearts and open minds, united by our shared love for music. My dear friends, we dedicate this concert for the happenings of Manipur, for the despair that glooms in our country. But we want, through music, to show the beacon of faith, people who can be involved in constructive talent and channelize their power in the most positive way. So we pray for Manipur. Sit back and relax and prepare yourself to be enthralled by the mesmerizing performances that await you. Thank you and enjoy the concert.
In fact, that deserves a bigger round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Well, when you attend a musical concert, all you see is the musicians doing what you love them to do. That is, play music for you. What you don't see is the hard work and the tireless effort required to get there to this point. Reverend Father Ramiro Lewis works tirelessly day and night towards building this music school, a visionary par excellence. Father, thank you for all that you keep doing silently and allowing the musical talent and these performances to make the sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the next performance. Before that, we acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of Father Ramiro to help Crescendo Music School to bloom and scale to greater heights. We now have the performance, Ke Sara Sara. I'm sure all of us are so well known with this tune. It's a popular song from the good old golden years of the 50s. Ke Sara Sara phrase literally means whatever will be, will be. And all our students are here to give us just that beautiful reminder of it. So sit back and enjoy. Well, I could still keep humming that tune. It was beautifully performed indeed. It was led by the music teacher, Miss Janice on the violin that she teaches. She has completed her 6th grade in violin and has been passionately teaching music at the Crescendo Music School for over past 3 years. Talking more about the song Ke Sara Sara, well, it featured in the film The Man Who Knew Too Much in the year 1956. It also won the 1956 Oscar Awards for the Best Song. It was sung by Doris Day. Well, my mother would tell me a lot of things, and I had a lot of questions too, and it was just a reminder taking me back as the song was playing. Up next, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are extremely delighted to have amidst us a very renowned and esteemed personality from the musical field. And to know more about him, I invite Ms. Janet Furtado da Chagas e Silva to introduce our chief guest for today's function.
On behalf of the entire Crescendo family, it is with utmost pleasure to introduce our young, dynamic chief guest for this spectacular music concert. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the immensely talented Marvin Antonio da Costa. Hailing from the beautiful village of Kurtori, a place renowned for its harmonious melodies and rich artistic traditions, Marvin was born and raised in a family of musicians and music composers. He is the great-grandson of the Mando composer, Ligorio da Costa, who has composed the famous Goan Mando, Tamre Rosa, which evokes a sense of nostalgia and is a part of every Goan household. Marvin's journey in music began at a tender age of 9 when he was exposed to folk and sacred music by his father, Elvino Ricardo da Costa, who taught his son his first chords on an acoustic guitar. And little did he know that Marvin would go on to play in churches across the state with the Grace Choir. If you ask musicians about the number of instruments they play, they can count that number on their fingers. But if you ask Marvin the same, he will tell you how he has learned his 17th instrument and now is on his way to find the 18th. I won't be surprised if it has gone beyond that count now, has it? Marvin da Costa is one talented musician who makes it a point to pick up instruments that intrigue him and learn to not only play them, but master them. This bassist, flautist, keyboard player, and more works hard to hone his craft. Born with an innate musicality and nurtured by years of dedicated practice, Marvin has become an icon in the music world. His virtuosity on his instruments, be it the flute, the guitar, or the keyboard, leaves his audiences spellbound. His original flute composition and debut video, released on his YouTube channel in November 2018, called They Matter, is about different aspects of animals, about their unconditional love. A musician, a performer, an entertainer, and a multi-instrumentalist, his passion for music has taken him around the globe to places like Singapore, Copenhagen, Warsaw, London, UAE, Muscat, Nairobi, Bali, and the list goes on and on for his foreign tours, and across India for his domestic shows. Incidentally, his first tour was with one of Goa's finest fadistas, Sonia Shirsat, and her team to Singapore, who says that among his many qualities, his willingness to learn is exceptional a quality I'm sure that all of us can imbibe. Marvin is supremely talented and picks up any instrument and style of music, whether it's choir, a fado, or rocking on the stage with a band. He can do justice to it all, says Sonia. While he holds a diploma in civil engineering, the finalist for Voice of Goa in 2006 chose to follow his passion to take up a full-time career in music. He is presently a member of Goa's popular leading band, A26. Marvin's contribution to the music industry extends beyond his breathtaking performances. He has been a staunch advocate for the promotion of music education, recognizing its transformative power in shaping young minds. He has dawned on the mantle of a teacher since 2006, where he trains students on a one-on-one basis as well as online classes. Specialized in concert flute, electric bass guitar, and theory of Western music, he trains and mentors students for the music exams held by Trinity College of Music, London, therein providing aspiring musicians with the opportunity to follow their dreams and unleash their potential. We are truly honored to have Marvin da Costa grace our stage as the chief guest. His presence here not only elevates the magnitude of this event, but also serves as an inspiration to all the talented artists performing this evening. Let's put our hands together and welcome our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Marvin Antonio da Costa. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Janet. And once again, a warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for your presence here this evening. It took me back and I was reminded of the wonderful performance when I watched you play with the A26 on stage and you just stand and stare. Well, that's the amazing performance of Mr. Marvin. A plant symbolizes growth. And when we nurture a plant in the soil, we plant a dream that shall reap the harvest of action. I call upon our dear administrator of St. Xavier's College, Reverend Father Antonio Selema, to present our chief guest, Mr. Marvin Antonio da Costa, with the potted plant. I would like to make a special mention about our administrator, Reverend Father Antonio, who renders his support to the Crescendo Music School. As an administrator, Father takes so much effort to provide facilities and opportunities for the growth of students at large. Thank you once again, Reverend Father Antonio. Well, ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead. Up next, we have a song titled My Favorite Things. This is a song from the 1959, during that phase, from the very famous musical movie, Any Guesses? The Sound of Music, that's right, I heard it. This song has captured the hearts of children, young and old, for generations. Up here we have our music teacher, Mr. Sigmund, who started learning the piano at a young age of 7. In fact, his mother motivated him to take up this passion for music, and it continued when he started teaching music while he was pursuing his bachelor's degree at St. Xavier's College, Mapsa. Mr. Sigmund has answered his intermediate grades in piano through the Associated Board of Royal Schools, London. He would also like to appreciate and accredit the great contribution of the late Madame Philomena de Cruz, his piano teacher during his early years of learning the piano. So let us sit back and enjoy this performance. Well, you may be having a list of my favorite things, your favorite things. My favorite thing is all about dance. So when the music was playing, I was actually swaying to it. And I can feel it in my whole body. It electrifies you. In the same way, when you watch the little children play, I imagine and wonder how much electrified they must be feeling when they play the music. It's just so ingrained in them. Beautiful to watch it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was indeed a wonderful performance. The sounds of that music that was created was really mesmerizing. Up next, we have the performance, Please Stay With Me. Well, we have our music teacher. This song is by Guy Burgess, who hails from Canada, who was a jazz classical music composer. As a jazzman, Guy Burgess created several classical compositions which are sought after and have been very successful. He plays the guitar, banjo, mandolin, and the bass, and now we have the students presenting one of his musical compositions titled Please Stay With Me. Ladies and gentlemen, I think they deserve a big round of applause. Well, up next on the list of songs, we have a very famous song, Super Trooper. And who wouldn't know that? It's sung by none other than the top pop band, the ABBAs. Well, Super Trooper was actually written by Benny Andersson, and it was sung by the Swedish pop band ABBA. It was released on 3rd November 1980. Well, I feel old at the minute. It also happens to be the last track to be written and recorded for the album. And the words, feeling like a number one. I think all our students at the moment are nothing less than number one in their music performance, which deserves a round of applause. Well, Super Trooper reflects what it's like to be a superstar with a light shining on them. So up next, let's sit back and enjoy this next performance, Super Trooper, and make up your mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we all should make a special effort to appreciate the little good things in one's life and try to remember to count your blessings every day. Practicing gratitude surely is a positive attitude. There is a very famous Christian hymn by Johnson Oatman that is a beautiful reminder to give thanks to God for His loving grace and blessings in our lives, even during hardships. When I hear this song, it takes me back to my good old school days where we would actually sing this every day for assembly. So it's taking us back into those times, and yet it's so famous. It is a Bible inspiration for Count Your Blessing, comes from James chapter 1, verse 12, which says, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him." Leading this performance is Sir Nolvert Cotta, a very known person in the field of brass music. He has music ingrained in his blood, and in all his simplicity, he creates music by giving his heart totally for musical compositions that he does. He has been a key trumpet player in the famed Lorna's concerts in Goa. His coming into the Crescendo Music School has brought the hope of keeping brass music alive in Goa. We sincerely appreciate your talent, Sir Nolvert, and let us give Sir Nolvert and the team of the musicians a big round of applause as they are ready to perform Count Your Blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that in the year 2009, archaeologists excavated a cave near southern Germany and discovered a flute carved from the wing bone of a vulture? This artifact is now recognized as one of the oldest musical instruments discovered in archaeology. This also means that human beings have created and listened to music for over 40,000 years. Thus, music lives on for generations. We now have our next gen all set to present Allegro fourth movement from Sonata number 4 by J.S. Bash, a classical music piece. Let us listen to this magical composition. At this moment, I would like to acknowledge Miss Ingrid Ann Nazareth, who was playing the piano. In fact, she is a music teacher who was accompanying this performance. And I would also like to highlight the presence of Miss Janice there, the music teacher. Well, she was in black and the other two were in the costume of the day. Well, Janice happens to be not just a teacher but also a student of Crescendo, currently still pursuing her music degree, scaling to higher levels. So thank you for that lovely performance. Up next, we have I Have a Dream. This song of hope features a large children's choir, making it to the only ABBA song that was which had additional vocalists to the four-member band. Released in December 1979, it was a major hit list, topping the charts in many countries. When musical passion meets discipline of psychology, we have Sir Sigmund keeping the spirits high of students, giving them a sense of direction by playing on the minds and motivating them in the best possible way. That's the way Sigmund works. Sigmund also has learned the acoustic guitar as a hobby and picks it up when he feels the need to put a smile on a few hearts around him. Let us welcome Sigmund and the budding musicians that you see on stage. And that surely brought a big smile on our face and a dream in our hearts. So important to have dreams. When you dream, you work towards those dreams and try to make them a reality. Right now, this is nothing less than a dream turned into a reality. A dream that was a vision of Father Ramiro, having all this musical talent being nurtured in this musical school. Up next, I call upon Ms. Ravina Antau to present the annual report of activities of Crescendo Music School.
A very good evening to our honorable chief guest, members of the religious fraternity, and everyone in the audience. It is my privilege to present the annual report of Crescendo Music and Community Center. This year has been an exceptionally busy year, as our students have had various opportunities to showcase their talents. The new academic year began on the 1st of August 2022. At the very onset, the director of the music school, Reverend Father Ramiro Lewis, held a meeting with the parents and gave them guidelines on the different aspects pertaining to the music school. With the increasing number of students this year, the classes are held in 2 batches, Monday, Thursday, and Tuesday, Friday. The total number of students enrolled are 189, 51 for guitar, and 54 each for keyboard and violin. Miss Gail Coutinho, a skilled and fine pianist, who was also the guest musician at last year's concert, has joined Crescendo as a music teacher. In the month of September, we started the trumpet section under the mentorship of Mr. Nolvert Kotta with an enrollment of 15 students. Following the grand success of Crescendo Children's Choir 1.0, an offshoot of the music school, the Crescendo Children's Choir 2.0 also began in August 2022. They say a music teacher helps their students find a song in their heart, a beat in their feet, and a passion for life. And so the children, in order to express their love and appreciation towards their teachers, celebrated Teachers' Day with songs, gifts, and cards. On the feast day of St. Jerome, Crescendo was blessed with its own electric piano through the generous assistance received from well-wishers, and the same was blessed on the feast day of Our Lady of Rosary by Reverend Father Tony Salema. The month of October began with the Ukulele Jam Up 3.0 by the very enthusiastic Mr. Stalin and his troupe, that followed with a short course, Ukulele in a Jiffy, that started from 20th October 2022. As a part of the community outreach service, a collection of stationery and food items towards Don Bosco's boys' home in Ukasai was done, wherein students and parents contributed generously. On 18th November, the Crescendo music teachers attended a session of training for innovative teaching conducted by Professor Goretti of Kala Academy. December, the last one, yet the best one, is always full of reasons to celebrate. For the first time, our students participated in the 55th All Goa Mando Festival organized by the Goa Cultural and Social Center Panjim and won the first place. They were trained by our parents, Mr. and Mrs. Malcolm and Svetlana Rodrigues, while Mrs. Sarita Alvarez assisted with the costumes. Later in December, 60 students participated in the 8th All Goa Carol Singing Competition at Parra. They were trained by our music teachers. There were 4 groups, and it was wonderful to see that all won prizes and got an opportunity to face a huge audience and make a memory for themselves. The beautiful annual calendar was also released that showcased every child in the most creative manner. an initiative taken by the music teachers who themselves took up the role of photography to motivate the children and to make Crescendo known to all. Blessed is the season which engages everyone in the conspiracy of love. On the 6th of January 2023 was the annual Serenading and Child of God at St. Xavier's campus, an opportunity to gather as a community to share in the joy of the season. The excitement was felt in the air as the children from all sections presented Christmas carols. The program was coordinated by Mr. Sigmund, and the students were trained by our very own talented music teachers. The students who completed their respective grades at the Trinity College of London were also awarded their certificates at the hands of the chief guest, Reverend Father Caetano Fernandez, followed by the exchange of gift for every member of the music school. A beautiful evening celebrated in the Christmas spirit and a wonderful gesture to end the Christmas season. Life is like a piano. What you get out of it depends on how you play it. On 31st of March 2023, we commemorated the World Piano Day, where the piano teacher, Miss Gail showcased her piano abilities and inspired the Crescendo community through a beautiful rendition. The gift of language combined with the gift of song was given to man that he should proclaim the word of God through music, and this is what we do at Crescendo. Many children from the music school are also a part of the Crescendo Children's Choir, and they participated at the grandiose concert Ad Maiore de Gloriam for the greater glory of God at St. Xavier's campus and Say Cathedral, Old Goa. A video-making concert, Crescendo's Superstar of the Year, was organized for the students, fostering a lifelong love for music. And then, on World Music Day, a message was given to all the musicians by the students in a beautiful video compiled. In June, the preparations for the annual concert 7.0 started in full swing. All our music teachers planned and put together different genres of music, giving each and every student an opportunity to shine. This is a culmination of hard work and sacrifice from everyone. As the saying goes, the show must go on. The melodious work at Crescendo Music carries on with the same fervor and enthusiasm as we move into 2023-24. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Ravina mentioned about the Crescendo Superstars competition which was organized, and very shortly we will get to see some clips of it during the break time, and the winner of the same will be declared later this evening. So let's guess and let's keep hoping for the best, and let's see who the winner is. Up next we have Allegro Concerto in DM, Antonio Vivaldi, who was an Italian composer, and his music compositions are regarded one of the most greatest. He pioneered many developments in orchestration, violin techniques, and programmatic music. He consolidated the emerging concerto form for more than 50 operas. It's an honor to witness one of these pieces being performed by our very own students under the guidance of Sir Velerio Mascarenhas. It is a classical music piece, so be enthralled as you get a feel of this opera music. Thank you for that wonderful performance. I really felt I was sitting in one opera hall. Didn't you? Did you not feel that? And what emotions were being stirred from the very slow momentums to the faster and then slow back. I was uplifted.